do now is, I think, just put across the story in pictures for you to help you understand what we are talking about, and the multiple instances where this man has also been captured on the CCTV cameras. He, remember, escapes at about close to 2:33 a.m. That's when you see him there on your screens. There is also now that confirmation that the house help was attacked. Remember, she was also at the police station earlier. She's recorded her statement, told the police her own versions. This is a better view of where you can see the attacker there, who's entered the house with his face covered, and the moment he's also trying to escape. So both these pictures again tell you the story. Who really is this man? Was he acting alone? What were the motives? Clearly, these are things that the police will be able to answer at the end of the entire investigation. But like I said, these are two pictures, two particular grabs that have been captured where you can see him entering without the shoes, and much the same, this is on the stairs where he did realize that there is a camera perhaps on top of him, and that's where he tries to duck. He has his face covered, that you have seen. And again and again, this is the only picture that, remember, has come forward of the attacker, and there has been an arrest also in the case so far. We'll also tell you more about what's happened in the story so far and what does the investigation lead us towards.
We are present outside Sadhguru Saran apartment, and this is the same apartment where yesterday the incident of attack on Saif Ali Khan took place. This is the same building where that unfortunate incident unfolded, and after that, Saif Ali Khan is recovering in Lilavati hospital. Let me show you, this is the place next to this building. You can clearly see this old building which is undergoing construction, from where it has been suspected that the attacker would have jumped to this building and via the duct would have entered to the top floor and managed to get inside the house. As we report, this is around past 7:30 a.m. and after this incident, 24 hours have been passed. What we understand is still none of the Mumbai police security personnel are present. This was the out gate which I showed you. I'll tell my VJ Ashish to move forward and go to the front gate and let us check whether the security personnel, as far as the Mumbai police is concerned, are deployed or not. But at this given point of time, when we are reporting past 7:30 a.m., we are not able to see a single police personnel over here, and this raises a big concern because a celebrity was attacked, was stabbed, and here I can show you the reception where private security is present. What we also understand that there might be private security in the house also, and as we speak at this given point of time, you need to understand Saif is recovering in Lilavati hospital, but at the same time Kareena Kapoor and both the childs along with the sisters are still upstairs. I'll show you the in gate from where the cars enter, and this is the main gate, and you can see from both the gates we are unable to see any of the Mumbai police personnel standing here and providing security.
So what has just played out are in fact multiple images also on your screens of how the story has moved about the investigation and a lot of other things also. And our colleague earlier, Abhishek, has also helped you understand what the police is investigating so far as the lead is concerned, and also whether this man was operating alone or possibly is there more to the story than what meets the eye. The family whatsoever has essentially been saying that they are thankful for all the support that has come in, and they are also concerned about why something like this has even happened. Now, also remember, his house help earlier has filed this complaint based on which an FIR has been filed in the case. In her complaint, she gives a blow-by-blow account of what really happened so far, and also tried to say that she was attacked also. Now, again on your screens will be more images of what has happened so far on the story. The house help possibly could hold more details about the entire case so far and what has led to this also. The cops, though, have said that there has been no formal arrest that they have made so far in the case, but There is just that CCTV footage that they have right now of the attacker possibly, and the probe continues to intensify. As far as the Mumbai police is concerned, there are multiple teams right now on the spot who've been trying to pick up a lot more evidence and speak to people. Nilesh, who's joining us live, I'm told, and he's been tracking that story for us. Nilesh, what is the latest that you can tell us? The police, remember, has been trying to say that this is a case of burglary. Now, is there a confirmation to that effect? Has the police clarified more about the motives? And is he the only man? Was he the only attacker? Was he acting alone?
Well, yes, multiple teams are currently working out onto other primary suspect who has been captured into the CCTV footage. And now, as we reported early in the morning, that one suspect has been brought into Bandra police station. But now, speaking to officials, a confirmation has been given out by police officials, which is a big development, stating that how the accused, which was brought early in the morning, after a thorough investigation that went along for around 4 hours, the officials concluded that this individual is not the one which the police officials are currently looking after. That is not the one accused, the attacker that had attacked Saif Ali Khan. So that is a big development, which somewhat means that still the main attacker, the main suspect, is out on the run, is away from the holds of police officials. So that is somewhat also raising questions as to police officials saying that multiple teams, more than 15 teams have been formed, including crime branch officials. Around 200 officials are working on the case, but yet the individual, the attacker, is out on the run and they are unable to nab it. So raising some very serious questions onto the safety and security of the citizens of Mumbai city. Because remember, we are talking of Saif Ali Khan residing in Bandra area, again a very high posh area where safety and security has never been questioned. But in the recent past, multiple questions are being raised onto the safety and security of A-lister stars residing into such high-rise complexes. Big development is even after 35 hours plus, the main attacker is out of the hands of police officials who are currently looking after him. So after 4 hours of investigation, police have concluded that the accused or the suspect which was brought earlier in the morning is not the one that they have been looking after. Meanwhile, police officials also confirmed that they have been interrogating 2 carpenters who were involved into...
Okay, Nilesh, allow me a moment. Let's take the story step by step. Now, Nilesh, remember, has spoken about the house help. The house help already has put out, remember, her version before the cops. We'll bring out details of what she actually has told the police verbatim, where she's the first one who actually spots the intruder. And this is the testimony that is also now registered with the police that is investigating the case. The intruder, she says, was spotted close to about 2 a.m. and the intruder was wearing a cap, is what she essentially has told the police. He was armed with a blade. Again, this is as per the version of the house help. And she goes on to say that he enters Jay's room first. And this is where he was spotted first. And he also, in fact, when he saw the house help, he said, "Don't make any kind of a sound." So the attacker then goes on to demand 1 crore rupees, is again as per the testimony of the house help. This is where there was a lot of noise, there was a commotion, and when the actor Saif, who was in the other room, he wakes up, hearing this entire noise, is what she has said. Then Saif is someone who then challenges the attacker. He wanted to nab him and figure out why is he doing what he wants to do. He gets involved in a scuffle here, and this is where things actually get a little scary, where the attacker then pulls out that knife and he stabs the actor about 6 times. A lot of those wounds are even deep, is what the doctors have said. The mates then tried to lock the attacker in a room, is again what they have kind of told the police about this. Then Ibrahim and Sarah, the children, are called by the mates to inform them of what has happened in the house. Both then rush Saif to the hospital, and there is also a version that is going on to say that apparently the driver, the car was unavailable, and that's why they had to hire a vehicle and take Saif, who was injured then, he was bleeding, to the local hospital. The intruder then just uses the chaos as an opportunity to escape. This is the version that has come in from the house help so far as this entire thing is concerned, and what she has been trying to tell the police. Now, what the doctors say is that the actor is recovering well, but the attack could have actually cost him his life. The attacker used a knife, the one that, now is also a piece of evidence right now. They say that a part of that knife also got stuck in Saif's body, which was then removed through a surgery. Family members and friends in the fraternity, remember, are also visiting him. His wife, the mother and children have continuously been calling upon the actor to find out about his well-being. And all these images are what has captured the entire story in the last many, many hours. On the other side, you have a parallel investigation that the police is also doing, and as per doctors treating the actor, when the actor was brought to the hospital, he was soaked in a pool of blood. He was walking in pain, holding his son's hand. The doctors have said that the deep cut near the spine actually caused by the stabbing could have been a fatal one. The knife missed the spine by just a few millimeters. The doctors at the hospital have also said that the actor has been fighting like a tiger.
2 मिलीमीटर से बच गया. जहां तक नाइफ पहुंचा है उससे 2 मिलीमीटर और जाने से स्पाइनल कॉर्ड में इंजरी हो सकता था, which is he is very fortunate. It's a very deep wound, but वो जस्ट स्पाइन कॉर्ड से थोड़ा बच गया, तो उनकी एक अच्छी वो है. और मैंने जैसा आपको बताया, बहुत बोल्डली बिहेव किए हैं. वो खुद इतना इंजरीज के साथ, छोटे बच्चे के साथ अपना हॉस्पिटल में खुद वॉक इन आए हैं. वो ऑटो में आए थे क्या? वो मतलब हमने तो अंदर उनको वॉक इन आते देखा. ही डिड नॉट इवन टेक द स्ट्रेचर. He has come walked in the hospital.
So the doctors there, remember, aren't saying much. All that they kind of say is that there were wounds that possibly could have been life-threatening, and that's the reason why it was important that they have that intervention on him quickly. And though now he is doing better, but at this point, clearly, the motive and all isn't very clear. And that is the reason why the police would want to get down to the bottom of this as to what led to this attack also in the first place. Let's also tell you more about the kind of questioning possibly that will be done in the entire case so far. The first question that the cops would want to know is that why did you go to the Saif's house? Now, clearly there are multiple reports coming in. Some also say that he perhaps is not the man who was involved in the attack. That is still not very clear. The second question that the cops would want to ask him is that what was the motive behind the attack? We'll bring up the next question also, from where did you procure this weapon? Was anyone behind this? Did anyone ask you to go and do this? When did you recce the building? Was he aware of, where the staircase is, where the actor's room is and everything else? Are you related to any staff member? Again, is a question that will be important for the police to ask in the entire story. Now, as Nilesh earlier has already told us that the cops already have given a green chit to the man that they had quizzed earlier, and they possibly do not believe that he's the one involved in the attack. Let's get in our colleague Nilesh, who got us that information a little while earlier also. Nilesh. Okay, I think we'll just get Nilesh with us in a moment. Arunil is also joining us. Arunil, what more can you tell us? Now, there have been pictures of, a suspected attacker who was seen on the stairs. Then there is another picture of someone who was picked up by the cops. He was brought into the police station earlier for questioning. What more do we know about what the police is doing, and where is the investigation headed?
Well, good morning to you, Dipti. Basically, that grab of the accused, which the cops have picked up from the CCTV camera that was there on the 6th floor of Saif Ali Khan's building. That is the key piece of evidence, and basically based on that grab only, the cops are trying to ascertain and find out who exactly looks like that accused. This individual who was being picked up, his facial features were akin, were similar to the attacker in this case. He was being picked up, he was interrogated, his
fingerprints were also tried to be matched, and now we understand, sources inform us, that he's expected to be let off because as per our sources, it doesn't match with the main accused. So basically the hunt for the attacker still continues. This clearly mounts pressure on the Mumbai police as well. The reason for that is the visuals of the attacker were there with the Mumbai police and the crime branch since more than 24 hours now. The attack has taken place. It's been more than 40 hours now since the close to 40 hours now since the attack has taken place. The picture of the accused is there, but they are not been able to trace the man responsible for it. This is the third such attack, high-profile attack that has happened in Bandra West. First, it was the shootout at Salman Khan's residence. Then it was Baba Siddiqui murder. And this is the third attack on Saif Ali Khan. Somebody entering his building, which obviously has heightened security. Then managing to barge into his house as well and reach the room of his kid. Unfathomable, unthinkable, but it has happened, and it clearly mounts pressure on the investigating cops, basically the Mumbai police, because they have not tasted success till now. In fact, reports also suggest to us that there is a kind of a confusion that has been happening between the two teams that are investigating this case, crime branch and the Mumbai police. The crime branch has been complaining that all details and evidences are not shared with them. In fact, key time was also lost because the local police didn't inform the crime branch on time. They took 6 hours to inform crime branch about it. So miscommunication between two teams is also affecting this investigation.
All right, Anunil, for the moment, thank you for getting us the latest on this. Nilesh also continues to get us more updates. What we'll do is we'll quickly head into a break. On the other side, we continue to get you more details on the investigation so far.